Hi foodies, let's get started on this delicious beef stir fry. So you want to make sure you cut the beef into very thin, flat strips. Okay, you can use your favorite steak, or if you only have a cheap cut of beef, you can tenderize it. Okay, so in this bowl, I have soy sauce and water. Then here I have cornstarch and baking soda, and these ingredients are going to help to tenderize the beef. In this bowl here, I have ginger powder, onion powder, there is something called velveting where you could add baking soda to water and mix it into the beef and then rinse it off. But I'm using a smaller amount of baking soda today, so I won't need to rinse it. All right. So we're just gonna mix in the marinade and let this sit for about 30 minutes in the fridge. In some of my other videos, when I do the velveting, I rinse the meat afterwards because I do use a lot more baking soda. Afterwards, I went in with some black pepper and oil. So that's what I'm adding here, and I'm just gonna massage that into the beef and refrigerate it. So this time I didn't use a lot of veggies. I used green onions or scallion if that's what you have, and green pepper. I didn't even use a whole pepper. I'm just using a half. And then you want to cut it into some thick strips, then cut it into bite-sized pieces. For the green onions or the scallion, you're going to cut it crosswise on a bias if you want to, or just regular if you want to. And you are going to be separating those lighter and white pieces from the very green pieces. Then we're going to make a simple sauce. I have some hoisin sauce here. This is just some water, but you could use beef broth if you prefer. This is some rice vinegar. And then some soy sauce. So let's make the beef. You can use your wok or a frying pan. Use what you have at home, okay? Make sure the pan is hot with your oil and in your green peppers. And then we are going to be cooking some of the green onions. So the lighter parts and the whiter parts. So the bottoms of the green onion. Just stir this around until it is very fragrant. You don't need to cook it until it's tender. Then we're going to set this aside. Once you get the peppers and the onions out, then you're going to add the beef. Make sure the pan or the wok that you're using is hot. Spread out the beef. Of course, if you're using a wok, you can toss this around over very high heat. If you're using a skillet or a pan, spread out the beef. Allow it to sit on that hot surface before you start to move it around. Once the beef starts to get a little color, then I will start tossing it around. And before it is completely cooked, I'm going to be adding garlic and ginger. So make sure you're still seeing some of that pink, some of that red Then you're gonna add some minced garlic and minced or grated ginger. Just stir that into the beef so that the beef can absorb some of that nice flavor. Then once you get that beautiful aroma coming off from the pan, from that ginger and garlic, then you can stir in that sauce mixture. Now at this point, I want to reduce that sauce and get it nice and thick and glossy. So turn up that heat and allow it to reduce quickly while completing the cooking of the beef. And then just go ahead and add the peppers and the onions back to the pan. And you're gonna add the rest of the green onions too. So the green tops of the onions that you had left on the side there, you are gonna be adding those last minute. Once you stir in those green onions, you are good to go to serve this up. The beef is going to be juicy, flavorful, and tender. So all you need to do now is decide what side dish you're going to have it with. Noodles, fried rice, plain rice. Let me know once you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.